For today's speech, I actually share something more about leadership and how you're gonna behave in a day-to-day scenario. Because all along for Randy to say, I'm very interested in management and of course in your behavioral science. And this is the reason why I've been chunking psychological research with regards to human behavior and how leadership is actually very important for every one of us here. And it comes to a point of time where people have to understand the role of business manager and what does business manager means to a club. A business manager is somebody who's very simple. What you do is just to go and send email to other people and then ask for sponsorship. And it became a very important question for this business manager to understand that how can they really convince the company to sponsor you? How can the company stand to benefit from sponsoring your club? For example, NTU Toastmasters Club. So this became a very interesting psychological game that we all call it the stack hunt game. But stack hunt game, I'll elaborate further. All you need to know is in the difference between apes and human is just one simple thing. Based on a research by Michael Tomasello, an anthropology professor in the University of Chicago, what he mentioned about apes is apes don't have a tendency to cooperate. Unlike humans, humans have this special instinct among us that can cooperate. But this became a very important consideration for every one of us here as well. What does it mean by cooperation and how does it link it to the leadership as I mentioned from the start? So there's this game that we call the stack hunt game. Basically the payoff is very simple. All of us want to cooperate. For example, Ying Qian and Andy, both of you want to cooperate. And once both of you cooperate, you'll be able to hunt the stack, a better price for both of you. So each of you will get 5 payout. But if both of you decided not to hunt it together, meaning to say Ying Qian go and hunt her rabbit, Andy go and hunt the rabbit, each of you will still get a payoff of 3 each, which is a good deal as well. And the bad thing is, if Ying Qian decided to run for the stack and Andy decided to betray her and hunt for a rabbit yourself, she will not be able to get a stack herself. And that's when she will get nothing, but you will get the rabbit still. So this became a very interesting theory that we've been talking about here. And people actually link it from prisoner of dilemma. But you must understand that prisoner dilemma actually comes from this. And what makes it more interesting is, how can we tell each other to cooperate? This is something that is very hard to convince people. And it all boils down to this signal, which in the psychological field, we call it the honor signal. Honor signal is something that you must tell people in such a way that you cannot fake it. Meaning to say, taking a leadership in decision making is very important. Ying Qian had to tell Andy honestly that what she wants to do, and she cannot fake it. If there is certain holdback from Ying Qian that she wants to fake it, that's the interesting part about human mind. We will be able to detect it. So Andy will not be mesmerized by her beauty and still be able to detect that she is going to lie. And this is when you put up a defense on yourself against her. And this is a bad thing because both of you will not cooperate because of the low level of trust. And then it comes to the point whereby we need to. It's a very interesting story, I would say. Like, why people buy diamond ring? Diamond ring, right, if you realize, it's very expensive. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars. And once you buy it home, right, it's useless. You cannot sell for any money. So that's a question I want to ask the ladies here, to Ying Qian. Like, will you want your future husband to buy a diamond ring for you? Honest signal,
yes.
remember? Yes. Why you want to have a diamond ring?
The amount of money he invested can reflect his how he take me as serious.
Okay, so let's say the diamond ring is $10,000, okay? And your husband, Andy, decided not to give you $10,000, but he will put $10,000 cash in a very nice envelope, scented with perfume, and pass it to you. Will you still take that $10,000?
No.
Or will you want to exchange for a diamond ring? It's still showing the same level of sincerity here. You get it? Uh-huh. So will you take the cash or will you take the diamond ring?
Diamond ring.
So money is not a reason, right? Then what is the reason why you want a diamond ring?
It's a symbol.
It's a symbol. Okay, let's say Andy is gonna buy you a huge gold ring so huge that it's $10,000. And you can put it around your waist like a hula hoop. And you say, Andy's wife. Will you still want that?
No.
Why? It's still a symbol. And the symbol is better than a diamond ring. People might not be able to notice a ring.
I don't know.
So this is what I mean by cooperation and honor signal here. Diamond ring is totally useless. But like what she mentioned just now, it's about being a symbol. And why guys incline to buy a diamond ring for a female is because you go back to the same game here. If I'm going to give you $10,000 cash, what is your first reaction with it?
Why do you give me money?
Yes. Okay. And you have $10,000 cash. Can you run away with it? Can. So let's say Yin Qian is super charming. Jia Hui here also give her $10,000. I also give her $10,000. You also give her $10,000. So basically she'll be very rich, right? She don't even care about diamond ring. Correct? Because to her diamond ring don't make sense anymore. And why is that so? It's because if we give you cash, what we are playing the game as, we'll be playing at these two quadrants for sure. Meaning to say, guy will stand to lose. Diamond ring is not cash is not an honor signal. We will stand to lose, right? If she decided to cheat on us. And that is a very important concept when we talk about diamond ring. Because diamond ring is useless, you see. Even if I give you $10,000 worth of diamond ring, you can't sell it. So if I give you one diamond ring, can you run away with it? You can, but you stand no gain. You see? So you will become an honest signal between two parties to start cooperating and play the higher payoff game. So let's say Yin Qian really love Andy, but not just because of the diamond ring, then Yin Qian decided to marry him. Both of you will cooperate, correct? And both of you will decide to have the better thing for yourself, which is get married and have children whatsoever. And so this is a very important point when we talk about diamond ring, honor signal, and cooperation. These three factors are actually factors whereby it tells you exactly like how humans communicate with one another, and of course how you can use it as a form of leadership to convince others to work with you. Just think about it. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Am I 7:25?
7. Yeah.